Today is Sunday, the 20th of July 2025. I had just come to my study wherein I found a wasp walking all along this little glass wall of my study room. So I captured it and kept it in a little box here. Now, this is a Pompilid wasp. These wasps specialize in paralyzing and predating upon spiders. This is a fair enoughly long and wide family of wasps. I have already mentioned about the wasps being predating and paralyzing spiders with their sting. Now, why they do so is very interesting. The female wasps, they find a appropriate spider and thereafter they paralyze it with their sting. And once the spider is paralyzed, they drag it to a place where they dig a hole in the soil, and then they pull in the spider in that little burrow, and thereafter they lay an egg in that particular spider. The spider is still alive, and thereafter the wasp covers the burrow with the same mud, and then it leaves that place. Now, these are solitary wasps. They don't bother about much finding a social group or something like that. They are pretty comfortable all by themselves. Later on, the egg which has been laid out in the spider, it hatches, a larva emerges, and then it feeds on the innards of the spider, which is still alive but completely paralyzed. After a few days of development, the larva emerges out, rupturing the body of the spider, and then moves on to live its own life. Now, here I'll try to magnify this particular fellow. It's about a centimeter, I think, about a centimeter in length, from head till tail, about a centimeter. But to see a magnified view, I'll take out my special instruments, a magnifying lens, another magnifying lens, and then a customized magnifying lens which I shall use here. This I'll attach on the camera. And now I shall get a better view, better magnified view. But for that I need to lock in the focus, which I have done. And now let's see and observe this behavior. One more thing, I have a little torch here which I'll use to impart some light. This much is adequate. And now let's focus on the wasp. This is too much bright. Too bright, we'll reduce the light a little. This seems fair. Now let's try to get and observe the behavior. Now what the wasp is trying to do here is get out of this little trap by the way it knows, that is digging. So you see, it's using its mandible to dig the wall of this little container, and we'll apply a lot of force. You see there, it's using a lot of force through its mandibles to come out of this, make a hole or dent in this little container so that it can be free and find freedom. It's pretty agile. There another. At times I observed it was trying to sting as well, but that's all futile. Now I shall be releasing this spider after I document a few of its get a few of its good photographs for appropriate identification, and then it will be released. So I'm not going to keep it. One thing that I can make out here is little rasping sounds as it's trying to dig its mandibles and scratch the surface. It's a very faint sound, but I can hear it. Unfortunately, I believe my camera and the microphone won't be good enough to record that. I hear it. It's also dropping a little bit of saliva as it does so. Now let me get the torch on the other side and see if we get something different here. Okay, one thing I can try is I'm recording through a headphone and a mic here. Let me try and bring this in very proximity so that probably you may get some faint sounds. Here I'm putting it near this. Or maybe I'll just put it under it so that it gets the sounds better. So this is how I've done now. I've put my microphone just below the box so as to get more of the vibrations. And then wait for it to do the digging. It was like doing, and I could hear some more sound. You see these saliva droplets? So it's already over 10 minutes, and now I'll stop the video. I believe we've got some sound. So let's stop the video now. But once more, let me get a side profile view.